Hey guys, welcome back. It's a Southeast Bound and Down podcast, and we're getting straight into the bracket talk, baby.
It's
That's one,
Christmas.
that's one sexy piece of paper.
Look what I got. This is like a freshly bathed, beautiful woman's bosom in your hands, or my beautiful woman's bosom, not any other woman, but this is that. This is that bosom. This
Yeah, we
is.
got to make sure to clarify.
I'm very excited, dude. I've had a boner since Wednesday night, Sunday night. I'm sorry. I'm just so juiced up about this
Doctor,
tournament. Say what?
you should see a doctor about that, my man.
No, no doctor. Only basketball. Only men playing basketball. That's all I need.
Doctor Hoots.
Doctor Hoops, baby.
All right.
Yeah, let's jump into it, man. The first round games. I mean, what jumps out to you guys? This is awesome.
I'm going to say definitely that West Virginia Maryland game is one that I'm going to be looking close into.
Yeah, that's a killer game. That's a killer game. I'm gonna go with Huggy Bear and the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Huggy Bear,
It's,
the press defense, full court press. I don't know, man. West Virginia, baby.
Mountain Mama.
it's
Yeah,
at
NC
Tennessee.
State, Creighton. I love that game. I love that game. NC State coming in here, kind of dragging a little bit. Another third loss to Clemson by about 40. I don't know what. I don't understand why they can't beat Clemson. Clemson's a very
Clemson,
average team.
they got their number, man.
Dude, they're not beating them by about a last second tip shot. They're beating them by 30 plus.
They're beating
It's
the brakes
crazy.
off of them.
It's a
But
matchup. It's a matchup nightmare, which we all come to find in this one and done tournament.
yeah,
It's
it's a
all the
one and done tournament, which makes it the best tournament in the world.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah,
Two
no doubt about it.
do or die every night.
What about you, Timmy? What are you looking at?
Man, I'll tell you honestly that the Michigan State USC first round matchup,
That's going
man.
to be a good one.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
Izzo, but that USC team, I know everybody thinks like the OJ Mayo USC teams that flopped or whatever, but man, that Pac-12 was kind of sneaky. They just came on at midnight every night, so none of
Yeah.
us got they got some players over there though, and I think that's gonna be a war, man. That's gonna be Friday. Really set us up nice that night, so I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
I think they also got hot at the right time. And Boogie Ellis is balling out for them at the end of the season. So, I mean,
And I mean, what a name! What a name!
oh, yeah, definitely. But that's going to
If
be
that
Great
don't
name.
scream
Great
March,
name.
if that don't scream March, I don't know what
that's
does.
going to be a tough one. Do you have
If
any what was that?
if Michigan State gets bounced early, what is Tom Izzo doing? I mean, this has been years and years now that they haven't made a deep run. He's a legend, but he's getting old, and Michigan State's getting a little stale to me.
I'm glad you brought it up because I've been preaching this for a little while now. Right now, it don't look too good because my boy Coach Cal ain't been too hot. But
Ha!
this
Hey,
whole
that's another one. It's another
yeah,
one.
we'll
If he
get
doesn't make
we'll
a
get
deep
to him.
run,
We'll get
okay,
to him. We'll get to him. But Mr. Izzo, they call him Mr. March, right?
they do. Yeah,
But like, when's the
but
last time they made a deep run?
I can't remember. I really can't.
They put him
I
in.
can't. I don't know.
He's a 7 seed with 19 wins.
Yeah, and they had that first round bye in the Big Ten tournament, but the first game they got bounced.
I
Yeah.
So
mean, we're really
I don't
holding
know.
on to the name value here. I mean, at that point, I don't know. I mean, the committee.
They weren't playing better ball than the Rutgers were going into this
No,
tournament.
no. If Rutgers and Michigan State played today, Rutgers would beat them by 20.
And how about Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt was hot as fire going into the SEC tournament, and they didn't make it. Which, you know, again, man, you can go on and on. These teams had a whole opportunity, a full season long opportunity to win the games they needed to win to get in here. But it's just weird because in football, you you get points for playing good ball toward the end of the season. In
Yeah,
basketball, you don't. It's a full resume.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you get teams like Vanderbilt who I think down the stretch won 6 out of 8, won 2 games in the SEC tournament. I mean, I wouldn't want to see him, and that was without Liam Robbins, the big center they had.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I love the game. A game that I'm very horny about, super horny, maybe the horniest out of all of the games. Um, Arkansas, Illinois.
Oh,
Arkansas, Illinois was a
That's
great
going to be
first
good.
round game.
it's gonna
I
be.
mean,
It's a lot of name value. It's a lot of talent,
yeah,
but
a lot of talent,
it's gonna
but they don't
be.
have they don't have the resume
It's
either of
gonna
them.
be a rock fight, bro. That shit's about to be a battle. Some defense, some running, gunning, some
Yeah,
energetic coach. It's going to
I
have
mean,
everything. Final
yeah.
score is going to be about 50-45.
And the thing is, Arkansas has possibly 2 lottery picks on their team, and they just have not seemed to get it together.
But they are
The
so
Must Bugs.
fast, though.
They are
Yeah.
fast. They're athletic.
The
I
Must
just don't know why
Bugs.
this team hasn't clicked. They've had injuries throughout the year. Yeah, it must bust like all the hype. Come on, man.
That's the beauty of March, baby. You don't
It's the
got to
beauty of
have it all
March.
together. You get it together for 3 weeks,
Then you're good to
Yeah,
go.
that's cutting down nets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Illinois. I mean, that's a team that one night they look like a mid-tier Big Ten team, and then one night they look like a team that could make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. They don't know where they're going.
I
That's a
mean,
tricky game.
that game might be the sweatiest matchup between coaches. You got
Yeah.
Muss, Illinois coach. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but my man sweats through jackets on jackets
Oh
on jackets.
yeah, that man's one of the sweatiest people like in the world.
There's
In the world.
there, there's no handshaking after that game because you're getting sweaty palms.
Yeah.
I mean, oh,
Oh man.
Texas A&M Penn State. Great game.
that's a good one.
I mean, there's not many teams hotter than Penn State.
I mean, there's one thing you could say for sure this year compared to all the other years, and I mean, I'm sure everybody kind of goes into it, and it's March, one and done. Anybody can win at any time, but this is one true year. There's not really maybe like 3 or 4 teams that don't have a real chance to win. Everybody else could win. I mean, how many times we see number one get upset this year?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the year where the most times number one seed has or the number one ranked team has lost in the regular season.
Right. And I mean, who knows, bro? I mean, I guess you say Bama's probably the clear cut favorite, but at the same time, who knows? My man Brandon Miller could just get arrested out of nowhere in the middle of the tournament. And then what are we doing?
Yeah,
Eric, where
Brandon
does he
Miller could end up.
belong?
I mean, they
Hey,
kept him.
man, before the Sweet 16 round starts, he could be either in Guantanamo Bay or Rikers Island. I mean,
I
there's no
mean,
telling
I'm
where he'll
saying,
be.
and they didn't do him any favors by keeping him close, by keeping him in Alabama because we know that's a war zone for the team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe over there.
Hey,
Hell
man,
no.
we talked about this a little last time, but the fact that he didn't sit in one game
Oh,
for
talk
an
about
investigation to be thoroughly investigated. He didn't sit in one game.
That's
tone,
crazy.
tone.
And look, I'm gonna go ahead I'm gonna go ahead and splurge this on you. I got these motherfuckers winning that championship, and
Yeah.
I just had to hold my hand just a second ago because I was about to punch myself in the mouth because I hate myself for it. But if they busted my bracket by losing early, I'll toast to that.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. We're going to the courtroom here. Hand to God, I got Bama too, bro, and I'm not really happy with it. So,
We're so
Well,
nasty.
I
y'all are
mean,
fools. Y'all are fools.
I feel sick, bro. I feel sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all are
yeah.
sick freaks. Y'all are some fucking freaks.
Well, look, man.
I know.
It ultimately came down to this, and I think Eric might, think similarly about this, but UCLA was my team, my darling.
Yeah. My
That
first
injury.
future. I have 13, but that was my first one.
That
Yeah,
injury is
the
tough.
injuries. I mean, it's brutal, man. It is, and that West bracket is no slouch either. I mean, you're
Oh,
talking Sweet 16. You could probably play Gonzaga.
Dog, when you say you have Kansas, Arkansas, VCU, UConn, TCU, Gonzaga, and then a stingy defensive juggernaut team in Boise State, who's the low end on that side of the bracket, that's
I
nasty,
mean,
dude.
yeah.
UConn could beat anybody in their 4 seed in that bracket.
Yeah, and that's probably the toughest side of like the toughest quadrant easily
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
bracket.
Let's be
All
real
right.
though. They won a couple games without Clark, and then they made it to the championship game in the Pac-12 tournament, and they were there at the end to win the game against Arizona. So
And it was
let's not count the Bruins out.
a brutal call by the referee too to cost them.
Yeah, yeah.
We're being
Hey
real
man,
honest.
anytime you got Jaime Jaquez, just his name alone brings value. Okay, but he might be the just grungiest looking player with the coolest name in the NCAA.
I
And then
mean,
Tyler Campbell with he's got like dreadlocks, but there's like 5 dreadlocks and 1 dreadlock. The type of dreadlocks he has, and I love it.
He has the
I've
Alfred
tried.
Payton.
Yeah, I went to the barber and I asked if they could be done on my hair, and they said no. But
Yeah,
I showed him a picture of Tyler Campbell's face and hair, and I said I want this.
yeah. They just gave you
work on
the
that.
damn. They
Told you
gave
to
you
work
the.
on your texture.
Yeah, they gave you the
Yeah,
clan member cut.
no, they told me to get out, but yeah, let's not count UCLA out. so fast. So
Oh,
fast.
Oh
look,
no, I think they got a great chance of making the Final Four. Great chance.
they do.
Miami's another one that lost a key defender. And they were playing great ball. So, and they were my second future that I put in out of my 13.
So if we have the power rankings, we got UCLA 1, Miami 2. We'll keep going throughout this bracket.
Well, I
Yes.
think I think he has North Carolina in the top 10 power rankings, and
Ah,
they didn't even make the they didn't even make the tournament.
ah.
Yeah, I put in a future for North Carolina, and they're not even in the tournament. So,
Yeah,
so
dang.
that backfired on me.
Alon's
I
coming
was I was
out.
counting on them to win the AC tournament, which that's stupid.
Eric alone is helping the bank of Alon, and he's
Oh,
dropped out
absolutely.
of SBB right now.
Don't you mention that motherfucker's name,
Fuck Alon. If you're listening, Alon, fuck you, bro.
son of a bitch. No, I'm coming for him. It's gonna be a bad month for him.
So the one thing that's guaranteed, we kind of talked about this a little bit before, but the one thing that is guaranteed in March, upsets are going to happen.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants to know. If you had to choose one Cinderella, we got to call it out right now. And yeah, somebody's going to come back on us here on this at some point. Who's wearing the slippers this year?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say you just show us that shirt you're wearing.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
just
yeah.
show us that shirt you're wearing
Hootie Hoo,
because
baby.
I got Kennesaw State winning, going to the at least Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you. I'm right there
Yeah,
with you.
I hope they ball out and just bust a bunch of brackets,
Look,
except for mine.
what they say up there, up 75, man. You don't want to go to war with the Owls. And Xavier's already dropping like flies with the injuries they got, bro. They're scared. They don't want the smoke.
Oh, fuck Xavier.
Go ahead and count them out. Go ahead and count them out.
You are very angry at Xavier, and I don't know why.
I don't know. I just got a
Tell us why, Chase.
What are they? A
personal.
small school, a small school from Ohio. You just hate them so
You don't like
I
the
mean,
so
Rex.
passionately.
personal vendetta. I mean, I remember back in high school, the only time that Georgia made the tournament 47 years ago, Xavier put him out in the first round as a 1 seed against a 16 seed.
Interesting. I didn't know you were a Georgia basketball fan. I
I'm
thought you were a
not,
North
but
Carolina basketball fan.
I think I was back in ninth grade though. I think I was
And
back
let's
in
let's
ninth grade.
clear let's clear the air because this is the second episode. We should have said this in the first episode. Okay, Chase is a Georgia. He's a Georgia football fan. Okay, he's a North Carolina basketball fan. He's a Carolina Panther fan, but he loves the Braves, and then he roots for the Orlando Magic. So, can someone make sense of this to me?
All right. All of them are cool with me. How the fuck are you an Orlando Magic fan?
Hito Turgaloo, baby.
He threw
Oh,
darts at a map
He,
and
he,
it landed in
Hito
Central Florida.
Hito
Turk.
Turgaloo, and then
Hey,
I got my boy Evan Fournier back
as
here.
long as we're keeping it on the East Coast, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, fuck you, Eric,
I'm not cool with it. I think it's very strange.
Hey,
Coach E.
look.
All right, look. So so first and foremost, my biggest upset in the first round is I got the College of Charleston upsetting
Ooh,
uh,
don't read too hard.
San Diego State. Okay, so I like this team. They can score, they can shoot. Probably the best shooting team in the NCAA. I like College Charleston. The only thing is, then they run into UVA. If they will beat UVA, which they can because UVA can't score,
Yep.
Yeah, they're frauds.
they would see Bama.
They're
So
frauds.
I'm not going to say that they're going to make a Cinderella move through the tournament because
All right. Well, let me help you right there because that leads me to my Cinderella, Furman.
Furman, interesting.
These boys can play and
Ooh,
they can score.
And let me tell you, Virginia plays defense, but they cannot score. So you can put
at
up some
all.
points. You can beat Virginia.
So Virginia does play defense, but what they do is they got that whole set of line and play defense behind it.
Yep.
There's this thing called the 3-point line. You heard of space and pace that they do in the NBA now. That's what Furman does, and that's how you beat Virginia. You get up 15-2
I like it.
game, it might as well be over for Virginia.
I like it. I like it a lot. My Cinderella that I can see that and I have them advancing 2 spots in the Sweet 16, which it's not a crazy Cinderella because it's happened before, actually twice, and this is a very good team. But I can see VCU
Yeah,
strolling through the tournament, at least to the Elite Eight. Now they have St. Mary's first and foremost is a very
Yep.
winnable game. They have better athletes. VCU has better athletes than St. Mary's. St. Mary's is a good team, but they can beat St. Mary's. But then they got to see UConn. They can beat UConn. If Marquette can beat UConn, VCU can beat UConn. Then it's Kansas. Okay, Kansas is elite, as elite as they get. But are they playing their best basketball down the stretch? I'm not sure.
They did have a tough game in that Big Ten championship. It
Two
did. It
times
was
two times in one week they get beat by 20 plus with Texas,
well,
which
is
Texas might be on fire.
is old Bill Self back?
I don't
we
know.
do
I heard
not
he had
know.
herpes.
So that
What?
I heard he had herpes.
No, a heart attack. Different
Oh,
H's.
hey, the
I
alliteration
mean,
got me.
heart attack, herpes. Either way, they're losing early. So
Actually, sometimes I think you can get herpes and you don't get the antibiotics you need, and it goes to your heart, and then you have a heart attack.
I heard,
So
I heard he
Okay.
found out he had herpes, and that's why he had the heart attack.
Oh, okay. This is all
I think we
connected.
linked it together.
It's all
Oh,
coming
you heard
together
it
right
here
there.
first. You heard it here
So,
first on Southeast Pounded Down podcast.
Breaking news. Hey, Coach Mike,
yeah.
Coach Mike, back at home in the technical booth. We need some type of breaking news alarm right
Yeah.
there.
Hey, man. All I know is a one and done tournament, and Bill Self's one and done with the Herps, bro. So count them out.
God damn.
Count them out. Nobody can take them far.
Hey, like Saul from Pineapple Express says, hey, herpes is for life.
Oh, for life. I'm
For
trying to get a
life.
motherfucking scholarship, cuz.
It's for life.
Hey guys, I got a big question for y'all. Who
Yeah.
do you think is the number one who do you think is the one seed that's going to get taken out first?
Well, hold up. That was a hell of a transition from herpes. But while we're on the subject here,
I'm pretty sure we're all going
Purdue.
to say the same team. Yeah, it's got to be Purdue.
Purdue.
It's got
Yeah.
to be Purdue.
Fuck Purdue.
They play that
And
old
I said that for
school.
a reason.
They play that old school. Just that shit's nasty, bro.
They play, throw it into the 7'8" guy,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
everybody collapses, and while people are hanging on his arms, he gets fouled. That's what
But
they play.
Yeah.
but everybody knows Canadians are soft, and that is one of the softest 7'4" Canadians of all time.
I
Yeah.
disagree with you. I do disagree with you. I think he's tough, dude. I think he's tough. He's carried this team through the
Man,
entire year. They had not
yeah,
one other star on their team.
And arguably
I
the
get.
best conference too.
Yeah,
Mm,
Zach. I've watched games where Zach Edey is the only thing going for that. Well, obviously he's the only thing going. I mean,
yeah, I
God,
All right.
dude,
mean,
they throw it into him. Defense collapse, and he just somehow gets it in there.
He's
I mean,
also he's also like 48 years old playing against kids. He's been there for how long? Stetson Bennett is nowhere near
stop,
the EDC,
stop.
bro.
well, he looks suspiciously similar to one of our good friends, Brett Miller. Um, you know, if
Speaking
you
of Big Ten, whoa.
one's 7'8", one's like 4'3", so it's crazy. But they have the same face.
Big heart. Big
Actually,
heart, baby.
I made the bracket tournament challenge name. Brett looks like Edie. That's our challenge name. So
We're
shout
calling
out
him
to you,
Breedy.
Brett.
We're
Yeah,
calling
much
him
love,
Breedy.
brother.
Big old Brady over there.
Brady.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's got to be Purdue. It's got to be Purdue. They lack the most talent other than Big
All
Edie.
around.
They got two
Well,
freshman guards, I
Yeah.
believe.
and,
Without
and
Ivy, they don't have that guy.
ultimately in a one and done tournament, guard play is huge, and they don't got it.
You got to
No.
have a star. And that's what happened
Yeah.
to North Carolina last year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you had Love and Davis step up big time in the tournament. They made that big run unexpectedly. You got
Right.
to have
Yeah.
guard play.
Brady Manick went kind of nuts. Also,
Yeah. No, I
they
mean,
they, they,
Yeah, very solid player. Yep.
they caught. I mean, all these guys got caught fire at the right time, but it
I think
ultimately came
Love
down.
was the
Caleb Love was that man last
Caleb
year.
Love was the
Right.
guy. Was the guy.
Right.
yeah. But he's either going to win you games or he's going to lose you games because he doesn't know, he doesn't understand whenever you miss 12 out of 13 shots to stop shooting.
Hey, shoot or shoot. Ask
Well,
Brandon Miller.
yeah.
Ask Brandon Miller. Sorry.
At least he
Unload
hit
the
the
clip.
rim.
Unload the. Speaking of Brandon Miller, the man can get his teammates some shots. No pun intended on that shit either. But people
My
talk about
my
how he can go drop 40. He could also get about 12 dimes a night if he really wanted to.
my man is one of the best all around players that I've seen like in college basketball this year.
Dare we say he's kind of like how KD was at Texas.
All right,
Yeah, I agree.
since we're in this conversation, who's the top three players in this tournament, as you see it?
Top three players.
I mean, Brandon Miller's got to
We've
be
named
number
one.
one.
We've named one.
Yeah, Brandon's
Yeah,
definitely number one. Shit, man. Well, damn, that's tough.
I love Mike
yeah.
Miles Jr. from TCU. I think he's a star. I think he's a
Yeah.
star. And TCU is a sleeper in this tournament.
What's
Um,
what's old dude from Kansas State? I can't think of his name right now.
it's Keontae Johnson.
Yeah, Keontae Johnson. He's
He's very good.
got to be up
He's
there.
very good. And then you got Kobe Brown from Missouri, who I have Missouri probably going way too deep in this tournament, but I don't know. These guys can ball. Kobe Brown, and then you got Hodge that sits out in the wing and hits the threes.
Yeah,
Missouri's a sleeper.
Well, what's sad, we name all these guys, right? The player of the year from last year is not even mentioned to get back to Kentucky from earlier. Oscar Sheboy, talk about a fall
Yeah.
from grace.
Well, Kentucky's literally a team that they can get bounced first round or they can go to the Final Four.
Yeah,
They literally can.
Cal's
And
cat.
Yeah, they're
I made a bracket yesterday, looked at it today, and it made me throw up. So I had to redo my bracket. And I had Kentucky going to the Elite Eight, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's Purdue and Duke and Marquette. I just don't see it.
I mean, ultimately, what it's going to come down to is, again, I hate, beating a dead horse, but the guard play. And can Casey Wallace, can he do it, man? Can he do it? Because that's
Yeah.
when Cal has had his biggest success at Kentucky, he's had that point guard, whether it's John Wall, Brandon Knight. I mean, you name it.
About
Even going Tyler
quick.
Ulis. I mean, you got to have it.
About the year they had Maxey and Quickly.
Yeah.
Those two good
And,
guards right there.
I mean, look, I'll forever say they were going to win that 2020 championship the way Quickly was playing, Nick Richards, all them boys hang the banner, but never got to see it. So, but I think you're right. They're either hot, they're not. They could go first round of
Yeah.
Providence. They could.
It wouldn't surprise me.
They could
Or if
be
they went to the Final Four, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because Oscar Tshiebwe is, I think you'd have to get the best five in the nation to Edie just because.
Right.
But if it's not Edie, it's just probably Tshiebwe.
Yeah, and I mean ultimately what it comes down to with Sheboy is teams found out they can run a high screen and roll. He can't guard it, but he knows that too. They got bounced early in the SEC. Sometimes people say these teams like to lose early in the conference tournament to get ready for what matters.
But they were going into the tournament obviously off the Vanderbilt loss. But before that, they were starting to get hot.
Right.
Which, I dropped a little too much money in that first round game against Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament because I was like, no way they're going to lose twice in a row to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, no,
That's not going to happen.
I'm with
and
you.
Vanderbilt, Vanderbilt weather storm. So
Oscar, you owe me money. Oscar owes me money, so add him to
Oscar.
the list.
Oscar, you owe me money, dude, and I'm not going to approach you about it for sure because you're a big fella.
Hell
but you owe me and Timmy money.
That's a burly ass man right there.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get dunked, balled up, and just dunked.
all right. So who do you guys got
Final
winning
Four?
the big shebang?
Let's go Final Four.
Oh, we can go Final Four.
You go first. CD. CD's nuts.
I mean,
hit him.
I got my favorite Arizona is going to be one of the teams in the Final Four. Honestly, I got them winning it all, but I got Arizona, and then I got Kansas State from one side of the bracket playing each other to make it to the championship, and then I got Houston and Kansas from the other side of the bracket.
Got you. That's interesting. I like it though. I like it.
I mean, I really like the Houston pick. I really do. Who you got?
I hope you guys are wrong about Houston because I have Houston going out early. So.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like Houston's that Kentucky team, like you said, they could lose real early.
Second round.
Second.
Oh God.
I got Auburn shocking the nation in Birmingham.
Oh man.
Hey, it's basically a home game.
I mean, true.
But
Auburn has the talent to beat them.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's testy.
Did Cincinnati beat Houston in their conference championship, right?
Memphis actually beat them.
Beat them twice.
The whole game. I mean, they were up 8-9 points literally the entire game.
Yeah, I like Memphis.
And Memphis is hot, and they are sneaky.
I think so.
Yeah, Memphis could do it. And Memphis, they get past Florida Atlantic, who's a good team. They're a good mid-major team, so that's a tricky game. But you beat Florida Atlantic, I mean, Memphis can beat Purdue.
Oh, yeah. They got the athletes.
Yeah, Memphis can beat Purdue. So anybody,
Look,
I listened to, I think Titus. I think Titus had Purdue going to the Final Four, or maybe the national championship.
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, he had a Final Four. He had
Texas. There's a lot of guys with with big platforms that have Purdue walking down to the Final Four. I think they're going to be sorry, man. I don't see it.
So you mentioned how Memphis had beat Houston, and it kind of made me think. The big thing for Purdue, right, is the big guy. Can you go get boards over him?
Yeah.
Houston's probably the most physical team in the tournament. Kelvin Sampson's got these boys practicing half the time with a bubble on the bucket, so they can't even score. They just get rebounds and go play defense. No fouls called. I mean, I don't know what kind of psychopaths do that, but
I don't know.
Doing it. And Memphis beat them twice in a week.
Hey,
So
man. Yeah, Memphis is going into this thing smoking.
yeah, I'm with you. So
Who
who?
you
What
got?
was your Final Four, Chase?
I got Arizona State and Arizona. Sorry, Arizona and Kansas State from one side, and then I got Houston and Kansas
Okay,
from the other.
okay. What about you, E?
Um, so in the South, um, I got the Alabamers. Okay, I got the no good. You know, I'm from middle of nowhere, pieces of
Shackling
shit.
chains, yeah,
Yep,
shackling chains.
yep. Drive by shooters. And then in the East, again, I feel nasty doing this, but I got Duke, man. I got Duke. I got Duke coming out there.
Duke.
Talking about a hot team. Talking about a hot team. Are you serious?
I mean, I picked them to win the SEC. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
And then in the Midwest, I got Texas. I'm rolling hot, and that scares me too because I'm probably putting too much emphasis on how they played going in the tournament.
It happens. I mean, what else you
Yeah, and then with my first future out of the 13 that I've made, I gotta stay strong with UCLA. They were my guys, and I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off, even though one wheel did fall off.
got?
But
Literally.
I'm gonna keep. Yeah, it's like a tricycle now, and I'm gonna ride. But then unfortunately, I got Texas beating them in the Final Four. So
Okay, and then you got Bama beating Texas.
I got Bama, Texas, and yeah, the no good pieces of shit. You know, just despicable drive-by shooting. Just ugly faced. So, hey, you know who I know has murdered somebody? And like, I actually don't know he murdered somebody, but I'm pretty positive.
Good Lord, be careful.
Brandon Miller.
That's why. No, he's murdered someone. But listen, this other guy might have murdered someone.
Who?
Their point guard Quinterly, his face is scary.
Oh yeah.
He always looks angry, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's murdered people. But
Look,
I'm not sure. Actually, I know nothing, but it's a hunch.
the group text. The group text is hot to say the least.
Oh my God! There's
No doubt.
Hey, there's 10 bodies inside that group text. The FBI needs to hurry up and get in that phone.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we got to tap phones.
ultimately, this is like some mid 2000s Baylor vibes coming from this team. So
I'm pretty sure we're internet sleuths at the moment.
yeah, no, you're right. I mean,
Yeah,
you might,
we just busted like 8 cold. Y'all watched the first 48?
yeah.
Okay, they're in Birmingham like every other episode. Okay, we just busted like 8 cold cases in the Metro Birmingham area
Well,
just now.
the issue is the Tuscaloosa police got a wall built around them, and they're like, "You're not coming in this bitch. You're not getting in here." So there's really nothing
Yeah,
they can do.
yeah. Quinterly's got murder in his eyes. I see it. He's
All right,
scary.
what about you, Tim? What
So
you got?
honestly, after hearing Eric's national championship, it made me more sick about a bracket I'm already sick about. But I'll go ahead and say this: before I did this bracket, every year I go back, I change this shit over and over, trying to find the upset that I could do, whatever. This year I was like, I'm gonna do one bracket. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna change anything unless some crazy
Yeah,
injury happens between now and the start of the tournament.
Yeah,
yeah. You got to.
So I ended up with 2 1s and 2 2s, bro. I'm not happy with it. So Alabama and Texas. I'm sorry, I got Alabama and Arizona, and I got Houston and Texas. A lot of that comes from
Hey,
disappoint.
Zona can't be in the Final Four if Bama's in there.
Zona can be in the Final Four if Bama's in there.
no,
No, they're in the same. They're in the same. They're in the South together.
they're in the same quadrant.
I literally got. I'm looking at my bracket right now.
No,
Alabama.
you're looking at the top Final Four. You're looking at Elite Eight.
Oh shit. Okay. Ah, I feel a lot better about
Yeah,
my.
yeah. I mean,
Bro, I was looking
thank
at that.
God.
I was looking at that
Yeah,
Elite
thank God
Eight.
I'm so smart.
I was looking at that Elite Eight, and I'm like, "There's no way I ended up with this Final Four." All right.
That was a
It's
monstrosity.
not hard to find out who's got the highest IQ on this call here.
It'd be nice if I looked at the heading, big letters, Final Four. All right. And actually,
Shoot
I'm
us.
mad I didn't even mention my actual Cinderella because now that I'm looking, I got a whole different Cinderella in the Final Four, bro. This is March. This is March. Throw it all away.
Oh man.
So I got
Give it to us.
Alabama and Louisiana.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And I got
yeah. You on the Aaron Rodgers vibe, bro. You in
Look,
there
bro,
you in there on them golden cat mushrooms.
Louisiana's got a squad, bro. They can score with anybody. They can get out and run. They're good, man. Don't sleep on them. In Tennessee, Rick Barnes loves to lose early in the tournament. Give some teams some momentum. So
That's correct.
you
That's
just
right.
watch that. You just watch that start, and a lot of that has to do with I got Oral Roberts beating Duke in the first round too. So,
A lot of people do. A lot
Ooh,
of people.
spicy.
A
that would mean
lot of people
Louisiana would
have
have to
that.
play Oral Roberts in that second round, then Memphis. I mean, they could do it, bro. They could do it.
I don't know. We might all be on
We
drugs, though.
we
Who
probably
knows?
are. I mean, honestly, somebody on drugs probably gonna pick better than we will right now.
Oh, yeah. You could take somebody that knows nothing about basketball and give them one of these brackets, and they'll have a perfect
Right.
bracket.
So, Michael, go ahead and clip that first part where I was reading today. So Alabama, Louisiana. Then I got Texas, UCLA in the marquee matchup on the other side. And then I got Texas
Yeah.
playing Bama in the championship, which that does still make me sick that me and Eric both got the same national championship. Anybody,
Yeah, that's not a good omen.
you can almost guarantee that is not going to be the national championship now. So I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sure
you could
Eric's sorry
probably,
too. But
yeah, but you could definitely guarantee mine is Arizona, Kansas, Arizona winning 72 to
as long as
65.
there's not a man named Grady Dick winning a championship, I'm happy. So we just go ahead and throw that out there. Talk about names in a tournament. That one should not be in.
Yeah, Grady Dick is definitely, it needs to be
I mean,
exiled.
huge. My dad's a lawyer vibes from that kid.
It just hit me. They drink out of the same water bottles. They get in close quarters in the
He's got
huddle.
herpes.
Bill Self spit might have hit him on the lip. He might have herpes as well.
So we're turning into herpy dick instead of Grady Dick.
Grady Dick might have herpes on his dick.
Ah, shit. Now we got a whole.
But hey,
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I'm just saying.
We're really deep in this. We're really deep.
I hope this goes viral.
When I was younger, I used to want to be an FBI agent until I found out
You're
you
about to tell me
possibly may have to be a police.
when you
And
said
I
when
don't
you
fuck with
said when I
police.
was younger, I thought it was confession time. We were about to get a herpes story for real.
No, my herpes test is flawless.
Love that.
Flawless, guys.
Keep it clean.
You know,
Be
you know.
positive, test negative. You know.
Well, I'm excited about this tournament. I always am. This is one of the best times of the year, guys.
Christmas. It's Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. How hard can you stay for how long is the question. I mean, that's really the question that everybody needs to ask themselves whenever March comes
If
around
you
every
got
year.
if you got ED issues, it's time for March, baby. Time to fix
Yeah, dude. I told Bay, I said, hey, get ready this week because I'm up all week. I'm
Oh
up
yeah.
all week. I'm trying to turn my body to get through the grocery store. I'm trying to get my wiener just popping them in the face, poking them. I'm sorry. It's March Madness is 3 days away. I don't know
Look,
what to do.
there's about to be a lot of Christmas babies at the Dobbs household.
Not this Dobbs,
Yeah,
that one.
hey, you choose which one you want.
Not this one over here.
Well,
I'll just be uncle. I'll
Well,
be
hey,
uncle.
we'll definitely
I'm
have to
cool with
come
that.
back when we got yoke on our face and none of our teams are on the floor. And,
Oh yeah.
and we're saying,
and it most likely will be that scenario.
I'm gonna just throw
Yeah.
this out there now. Don't put any of my Final Four teams in the Final Four. They're all losing first round. Scratch
There's a great
up.
chance by 4:30 on Thursday that our brackets are bust.
Oh yeah,
Like 6 games in. 6 games in, it's just over.
and I'll
We're
say this
crying.
too. Just kind of, I know we keep talking about the Brandon Miller thing, but I mean, why can't? How can you not? If Bama loses in the first round, they should arrest him and Nate Oates off the floor in front of everybody.
No doubt
That
about
should
it.
be
Send
that
both
should
of
be
them
a
to
thing.
jail.
Nato should get Billy Club and tasered within seconds of the game ending. If he's not getting Billy Club, and that little blazer that he wears, like
Hey, look,
it almost looks like a houndstooth Bear Bryant hat in a blazer form. Just get
that's
the
it.
fuck out of here,
That's
man.
him starting to be an attorney at law, baby. If this don't work out, Oates, Oates law.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get out of here. He's so lame.
He is.
he's a nut.
Hey, handing a murder weapon to your friend to murder someone, that's just boys being boys.
I
It's
mean,
just wrong place, wrong
Yeah.
time. That's all
just
it is.
it's just teammates, baby.
Come on. Just boys being boys.
Just teammates.
All right, so that concludes that. Good bracket talk. Good bracket talk. Um, sorry, hold up. I'm tucking my boner. Um, so we have a bet going on. Okay, just like we did with the conference tournament challenge. I lost. Okay, my profile picture is Vladimir Putin on all socials. Okay, I was the loser. So be nice to me. It was a bet. It was a joke. Okay, I had one guy on Chase on TikTok. He called me a communist scumbag and told me to
Yeah.
like kill myself or something. It's like
That was awesome.
it was awesome. But chill out, bro. Like chill out, dude.
Look,
Yeah. I mean, it's not our fault you're a communist.
TikTok's a hell of a platform to be calling out communists on. So,
That's a
to each
great
their
point.
own, baby. To each their own.
Yeah, very ironic. But anywho, we have another challenge coming. We have not finalized the challenge because some of our ideas are illegal, and some of our other ideas probably get me arrested or get CD arrested or Coach Mike. Timmy, are you participating?
I'll participate, bro. I'm always down.
Okay, so
My
all right,
man.
so Tim might be participating in this, but we're gonna talk it out. We have obviously before the end of the tournament, so we'll talk it out. Dish ideas. Obviously none of us are trying to get arrested or something bad happened to us. But anywho, we'll work that out. But that's in the works. It'll be announced probably on social media. But again, good bracket talk. Next time we join, probably hit some NFL talk. We had a couple things we want to talk about, but we just went over it. Like the Panthers probably picking Anthony Richardson first in the draft.
All right, that's enough.
Well,
All
That's
right.
enough.
And one more thing before we go. If Kennesaw State wins, just throw a little challenge. Kennesaw State wins the whole championship. Y'all got to get my name tattooed on you. That's just
If Kennesaw State wins the
Uh,
national championship, Timmy starting OnlyFans.
all right.
and I'm
That's right.
yeah, and I'm streaking naked
That's
through
straight.
Wilmington.
Ball sack will be out, baby.
Timmy starting OnlyFans about his feet. If
The
Kennesaw
link will be
State
on the IG story.
Hell yeah!
Clap it up,
All
yes.
right, guys. Hey,
All right, fella.
thanks for
All
joining
right,
us.
peace.
Hey, we'll see y'all next week.